Alright, I've gone ahead and I cut off that little piece. So now you'll see that it is a completely straight line, which is awesome. Up here, that's what little waste I had. I really, for edging these things up, do not feel obligated to cut off a whole lot of inches because, I mean, at the end of the day, you'll probably toss them because, I mean, these are really too small and uneven for applique. Though, if you can come up with something creative to do with these little pieces, let me know. Just leave it in the comments. All right, so to do the 2.5 inch strip, and I'll kind of back up so we can see the whole thing, I actually used, this is my OmniGrid. See if it's got the numbers in there. I'm not sure. I do know it's 2.5 inches wide. I do a lot of strips, which is why I went ahead and bought the ruler. Now, you don't actually need the ruler to do this. Let me pull this one off, and I'll show you my other larger ruler that I use. This one, again, this one will work quite well. This is a larger one. And I'm trying to make sure I got the numbers matched up. Okay. So what you'll see here is this pink piece on my ruler is actually a 1/2 inch. So when I go to cut, see if you can see the number up there. You see the 2. I'm actually going to line it up on the 2 to include this 1/2 inch. It's one of those things that when you get a ruler, just make sure and take care of the watch. I find it easier actually to cut with the pink side, mainly because it's not clear and it kind of stands out. So once you do that, the way that you're going to square this up, and squaring up just ensures that you make a correct line. See, we'll get really close to that. So you'll see this line right here. I want this line to be even with the fabric fold, and I want this line right here to be even with the edge of the fabric. And so what you really want to do is just go all the way up and make sure, and I just do small adjustments as I go up, and then I double check the top. And that's pretty much it. If you do any adjustment, just go back through. Kind of moving the camera a little fast, sorry. I'm gonna make sure it's all even. So this is all even up, or all squared up, as the quilters will say. And at this point, that's pretty much it. So you've squared it up. I'm gonna go back to holding this pretty taut. And, sorry, grab my little tool. And you're simply gonna run this, and no, this safety guard's on, so I'm not cutting. You're gonna run this straight there. Just goes, whoo. There you go. And from there, you're actually just gonna slide the ruler again to the next cut edge, cut again. We're doing 18 of these. So once again, that's 18 of these little white strips. And this is gonna be the background. I know I put instructions on the site that said, well, really, you didn't have to use white. You could use pink, blue, whatever coordinates with the fabrics that you have. Or if you wanted a completely scrappy look to your quilt, what you're going to do is just pick 18 of your, I'm sorry, you're going to have a total of 36, so you just pick 18 more printed or colored or however you want to do it. And so that's it. Like I said, you've got all day to do this because day one is simply cutting. Just want to make sure you get it down, get it correct, learn how to actually square up the fabric, because if your lines aren't straight, I promise you, it makes it so much more difficult when you have to sew it. But aside from that, you should be good to go. Oh, so one last thing. This I just find to be easier. Like I said, if you do a lot of 2.5 inch strips, then it's well worth the money. If you only do these things on occasion, go for the larger ruler. It also makes it easier when I go back to double check the width of my fabric to make sure that it's completed. What you want to do is, I'll just lay this on top. Sorry for the lines that confuse you. There we go. And so you're just going to line up the strip and make sure it's the same all the way down to double check to make sure you're width and you didn't cut anything wrong. And I think that's about it. I'll be back again, and I think the next video is how to cut a fat quarter. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.